Okay, today we are going to go through the Marshall Cavendish Blue Editing Book for Secondary 2 Express, Practice 14, page 14. There are 2 lines which are correct, and you need to find 8 errors. Are you ready? Okay, remember that the first line and the last line is correct. So I just put a tick there to indicate that it is correct. The next thing that you need to know is to read the text and scan whether it is a factual text or a narrative recount to find out what is the dominant tense. As you can see from the first line, snakes are one of the most feared animals in the wild. It is what kind of text? Yes, it's a factual recount. Okay, so from the factual recount, you will spot also what is the dominant tense. So what is the dominant tense? What is the clue word here? The clue word is are. So the dominant tense is simple present tense. So it's simple present tense because we are talking about many facts here. So let's try to find the errors. We have quite a different ways snakes kill their prey, using venom, by strangling, and so on. So if you look at the word venom, it's a noun. By means that following which it should be away. And strangling is continuous tense. So that is not the correct word. And hence this is an error, strangling. And what is the noun form of strangling? It should be strangulation. So that is the noun form of strangle. Next, its physical form can already create fear in us. In some cultures, the snake is a symbol of evil. While this, now immediately I can see that there is a model here, a model. So after a model, it should be base form. Yet, I notice that this is in simple past tense. So the error would be created, and the correct answer should be create, which is in base form. Okay, next line. While this fits its image as a deadly predator, this depiction of the reptile can sometimes be inaccurate. Now, is the adverb sometime this? Sometime without an S? No, it's inaccurate. Okay, so the adverb should be sometimes with an S, and that is an adverb. And the adverb sometimes means that the depiction of snakes is occasionally inaccurate. Next, it is interesting to note that most snakes were actually non-poisonous, venomous snakes. Did you spot the simple past tense here? We said that the dominant tense of this text is simple present tense. So the error is were, and the correct form should be in simple present tense are, right? So this is a tense mistake. Because we're talking a fact here, most snakes are actually non-poisonous. So venomous snakes tend to use their venom to kill their prey. I also noticed that there is an error here because of this plural verb snakes. Plural subject should have plural verb, and the plural verb is ten without the S. So that is plural verb. form of tent. It is not used for self-defense. We have often heard of snakes attacking larger animals and even human beings, but more often than not, snakes usually prey on smaller animals such as frogs and mice. Now I'm thinking, these two lines seems not to have any errors. Is it attacking large animals? It should be accurate because as you can see from the word larger is in comparison to the size of snakes, and smaller is the comparison size of snakes. And in this long line, you can see that there is a parallel structure, larger, okay, and then smaller. There's a comparison as well. Some snakes, like the king cobra, for example, eat another snakes. So, in my mind, I'm thinking, is the error another or is it snakes? Is the error? I'm thinking that it should be referring to snakes in general. So the error should be another. Okay. So if we're looking at the adjective, it should be other. Because, like I said, it's supposed to refer to other snakes in general, apart from the one that's mentioned earlier, that is the king cobra. Conversely, while many fear being attacked by snakes, some culture actually consume snakes. So conversely means on in the other hand. Some Asian communities believe that the consumption of snakes has medical effects. Communities, I see that there is this noun here, communities, but in front it is another noun, Asians, that refers to people who are Asians. So it should be an adjective instead. Okay, should be an adjective. Asian, to describe the community, Asian. Note that it should be capital A because it is a proper noun. Okay, the last error, believe that the consumption of snake has medical effects. I think has is accurate because of the consumption of snake meat is a singular subject, so singular subject, singular verb, so that is correct. Effects is also correct. Claim is also correct. Warms is also correct. So what is the error here? Communities believe. Look, this belief refers to a noun. Okay, communities believe should be a verb instead. And what? How do you spell the verb of believe? How do you spell the verb of believe? It should be B-E-L-I-E-V-E, which is the verb form of believe. And the use of believe in this case is used to depict the action of thinking that something is true. So this concludes my editing practice of the Blue Editing book. After reading this text, think about it. Would you consume snake meat since it is claimed to have medical effects? Think about it and let me know in the comments below. Thank you.